And that's the beautiful part of it.
Man. Yeah. Jay Ferris says, Lonzo, how did Eazy's group Blood of Abraham come to be?
Don't know.
Do you know much about them?
I know one friend of mine, her brother was in Blood of Abraham.
It was David. It was Mazik and Benyad. Those are the two guys. Benjamin and David.
I don't know which one is which, but I know she said her brother was in Blood of Abraham, and I think that was something that Jerry Heller may have wanted. Man, you know, they came down there. He wanted to represent all cultures. You know, you had the team. Ruthless had a big Latino situation. They had Kid Frost for a while. They had a couple other acts. I know him and Toker from Brownside was cool. So maybe this might have been a cultural thing, man. Just show some diversity.
Mm-hmm. They had a song apparently called Niggas and Jews, but it was originally supposed to be called Niggas and Rhymes with Bikes.
Okay.
Is that what I'm saying? And apparently that ain't flying, right? That ain't flying.
Here's the part that I never seem to understand. How is it that you got to change bikes, that word, but you can still keep niggas? I never understood that.
Thank you, man, because we accept that shit.
You know what? And I said that in Sacramento the other day. One of the reasons why the hood is the way it is, because we accept it. We accept drive-bys. We accept trash. We accept inferior schools. We accept. We protect the gangsters. You know, we've been convinced that if you report a crime, you're a snitch. Well, basically, as I said this in Sacramento. Sacramento was going through what they call a gentrification. Gentrification can be determined by a couple of different ways. If you are a person who's been in a community for a long time and you watch that community decline, it's drive-bys, gangbanging, graffiti, bullshit, blah, 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 and something happens that just sparks you, say, fuck it, I'm out, okay? My mama house is worth X amount of bucks. I can go get me a pad in Moreno Valley and got to put up with all this bullshit. It's hotter, but I got to put this bullshit. And somebody else buys your house that don't look like you. And because they got an investment, they understand the investment in the community, not just the property, but the community. And when shit start happening, they start telling him, I'll be at court Monday. I'll be at court at 8 o'clock. No problem. I'll testify. And what happens now is that shit start dissipating because now folks realize, oh shit, they ain't gonna play the same games with us that the brothers played. And because people don't want to be around that shit. That's why people move out and people move in. And when they move in, they start doing stuff to the house. They buy the property. They come in with a with money, redevelop it, remodel the property, and they ain't going nowhere for a while. And that's how the hood. They were talking about that in Sacramento. And sometimes it can be gentrification, and sometimes it's just redevelopment, man. Sometimes you got an old ass piece of property that if you don't spend some money on it, it's gonna fucking fall down. Okay, you got brick buildings that not earthquake retrofitted. You have houses that's made out of wood, got termites having Thanksgiving dinner every day. And if you don't make a change, but the person who owns it can't make that change. Okay, if you are a senior citizen and you're on a fixed income, you might not be able to get a loan to fix your property up because you can't pay it back. So you sell it and buy something different. Okay, move one of your kids or something like that. I don't know, but I'm just saying these are some of the situations, some of the circumstances that make gentrification possible. And then when the new developers come in, they coming in with everything. They coming in everything high as hell. Wood done went up. The cost of labor done went up. Land done went up. So you can't sell a house for $200,000. You got $400,000 in it. So you got to sell it for 6 or 7 just to get your money back. And that was the issue. I was talking to a gentleman today on one of my other podcasts from Compton. They're trying to figure out, they have some houses coming into Compton, but they're all 700,000 plus. They got 2 under 700,000, maybe 4 or 5. Okay. But even that can be hard to qualify. You got to make 100,000 plus to qualify for that type of loan. You got to damn near make $80,000 a year just to get a fucking apartment.
Yep.
Okay.
Man.
You got to make a grip just to get an apartment, qualify for an apartment these days.
Crazy, bro, especially in LA.
And your rent goes up maybe might go up every year. Thank God when you own a piece of property, if you have a fixed loan, your house note won't go up. The cost of keeping that some bitch standing up might go up because you're gonna need roofs and plumbing problems. I need some shit done in my house right now. You probably got a good plumber. Anyway, it's just that's the pros and cons of ownership versus renting. You're a homeowner, right, Dusty?
Yep, I sure am. Yeah. So I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, that shit's on you. If you ain't got the money for a roof $20,000. Give a damn. Roof is 20 racks. Okay. I got to get my house painted. They talking about 6 or 7 for just to paint the son of a bitch. Okay. 6 or 7 to throw some paint on it. All right. So these are things that you have to, take in consideration. And if you're an older person on fixed income, you ain't got that kind of money. You're an old lady, husband gone, you getting this pension, but you could pay the note, but you ain't got a whole bunch of extras. So if somebody, makes you an offer and your kids to come live with us, granny, shit, usually that house gonna go up in value, and that's your retirement money, and that what you paid for it versus what it's worth now is enough for most people to retire on, okay, and live comfortably with somebody or in a retirement situation. So the people that buy it probably ain't gonna look like you because they can't afford to do they can't afford to buy it to what you did. These houses that was shit 15, 20,000 back in the 60s and 70s, it's 700,000, 800,000 now.
Yep. Learning that game tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We got about 5 more minutes. What's coming up on Thursday, Lonzo?
Man, don't know. Right now, one of my boys is trying to get me, Curtis Blow, and Dr. Dre back on Clubhouse. We were on Clubhouse 2 weeks ago. Yes, 6,000 people tuned in the Clubhouse listening to us talk. And that was all impromptu. It was all impromptu. They hit me up. I was just so happened I wasn't doing nothing that afternoon, and I was able to chime in. And by the time we chimed in, at the peak of the conversation, we had almost 6,500 people on the call, and he wants to reenact that again because some of the things we said, we didn't promote it. It was just something we just did. So I guess when you got some OGs talking, people like listening.
Yep. King D says, man, 7 o'clock comes fast when you chilling with Lonzo and Dusty. Man, now I got to listen to my girl. We're glad we could give you an hour away from your girl, man. If we're really happy that we could do that for you. But anything coming up, Lonzo? I know you're a busy man, dude.
Man, I'm gonna be at the Poppin' Picnic Saturday, hanging out with the folks. Also, if y'all looking at the crawl at the bottom of the screen, please download the Compton Entertainment Chamber app. It's available on Android and iPhone. All these videos, you can see everything I'm doing. Pictures, all my podcasts, videos on there, and I'm working on it tonight. I'm going to add the link so that if you can't listen to it, you can't watch it, you can listen to it. So this app I have allows you to play all kind of stuff. So I'm gonna be doing that tonight. So you'll be able to check out the podcast, hook it to your phone. You want to hear what we got to say? You want to ride down the street and check us out? Bam, there you go.
Love it. And before we go, I'm going to ask you guys one last time to hit that like button if you haven't already. That really helps us out. It helps the algorithm. It helps YouTube know that we're alive and we're spreading the message. So please do that. Please hit that notification bell button if you're subscribed also. And if you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button every Tuesday, 6 p.m. Pacific, and every Thursday, same time pretty much, Lonzo, right? You guys kind of change it up a little bit sometime.
Every once in a while, we had to flip it up a little bit. But yeah, folks, please download the app, push the like button. I got all kind of calls to action. Push the like button, download the app, download the Homegrown Media Network, all that stuff, folks. We making some things happen over here, and we appreciate your support. All right, Dusty. Much love to you, Doc. Next Tuesday. Until then, we are out of here, folks. Y'all be good.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.